All right, everybody. Good afternoon, South Africa, and a very warm welcome to you. This is Afternoon Express. My name is Jeannie D, and I hope you're having an absolutely glorious day. If not, we're about to make it so much better. Now, art expresses the emotions and struggles of the society it exists within, as well as reflects the collective psyche of a generation. Art has been used to inspire society to cope and even overcome. Today on the show, we meet Zimbabwean artist Troy Makaza, who walked away as the winner of the Tomorrow's Today Prize at the 2019 Cape Town Art Fair. We also chat to Nicole Sherwin, an organic skincare and wellness expert who started her company using natural ingredients. And to complement that, we take on a yoga challenge with personal trainer Jacques De Beer Strydom. That's going to be fun. And then, of course, we've got Fashion Express because it is Thursday, and we preview the latest collection from fashion house Mareth Colleen. Now, this Thursday comes bearing gifts because you stand a chance to win a carefully crafted Eco Diva Afternoon Express gift hamper to the value of 1,100 Rand. I'm wearing the body butter at the moment and it's absolutely glorious. So to win, all you need to do is SMS the keyword hamper to 33650 to win. And let's check out what went down at Enkwenkwezini Primary School as Letshego Zulu and the Crush Goodness team spread a little goodness, I suppose, by delivering brand new school shoes to the learners. At Enkwenkwezini Primary, the Clover #Crush Goodness campaign to give each child a new pair of Smart Step school shoes was led by adventurist, biokineticist and mom Letshego Zulu.
One of the reasons why I wanted to be part of the Clover Crush Goodness campaign is that giving back to our communities is something that I'm very passionate about. And if you can assist a parent by saving them a little bit of money that they would have spent towards school shoes, then why not? Having been in a setting like this, having been to a school like this, I relate to these kids. I've been in this type of setting before.
I think Letshego Zulu is a perfect fit because she gets it. She understands the concept of sharing goodness. So when she came through and jumped on board onto the campaign, it made perfect sense. The kids could understand what she was talking about, where she came from, and it motivated them to say, you can be more than what you think you can.
I think it's important for learners to receive a brand new pair of school shoes because that's almost like an injection into their self-confidence for the year. You know, there's nothing like a child with a broken self-confidence because, you know, they'll struggle to focus at school. So it's almost like giving them that upper hand that they can go forth and conquer.
Most of the learners, they don't have school shoes. They come to school with barefoot. So for them, it's a blessing because they are in need of school shoes. A project like this one, it's something different, something beautiful, and something that is going to make a difference.
Some of us didn't have shoes, and now we have them because Clover Crush sponsored us with shoes, and we're grateful with that and thankful for Clover to sponsor us and choose this school for the sponsor.
With this pair of shoes, it feels very, very beautiful and it feels very nice because we have new shoes, and one pair of shoes means everything to us because it means that we are very important to Clover people.
It means a lot to me, and I think it means a lot to everyone because some of us didn't have shoes. They came here to school with barefoot, so I think it's a nice thing that you did.
You know, it was important for me to bring my daughter to the school shoe handover today because I want to teach her from a young age how important it is to share the love and spread the goodness. My favorite part today was to see how energetic, how involved the kids were, how, you know, the camaraderie between them, you know, how they were singing and joyful. Because we want to spread the goodness, and that's what we are here for, and really did warm my heart, and that was my highlight for the day.
To ensure all children in the area also got to share in the goodness, SA's best loved fruit juice brand paid a visit to the local preschool.
So this is the second year of the Clover Crush Spread the Goodness campaign, It's an amazing campaign. We've done it for two years in a row right now, and every year it gets better and better. The goodness that we keep sharing to people comes back to us tenfold. We love doing it so much because we go around the country to see how we can better their lives in the little ways possible. If we can touch one kid's life, then we're more than happy to do so.
I think it's important for us to spread inspirational and positive stories throughout South Africa, because at the end of the day, I'm one of those people that gets up on a daily basis, and despite the challenges that I'm going through, I choose to smile. So if we can come out to communities, spread the goodness and get everybody smiling, then we've done our work.
Oh, what a heartwarming way to start the show. Well done, Clover Krush goodness, on spreading all of that goodness. That was really beautiful, very heartwarming. Now, over the past years, more and more people have opted to use natural products as part of their skincare range. Now, Nicole Sherwin was one of those people who started sharing her DIY beauty hacks with people around her. She has since turned those tips into a great successful business, encouraging people to go organic, even with their beauty products. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jeannie.
You actually launched this business on the Espresso Show a couple of years ago. How did that start?
Oh, it was lovely. I was editor of Simply Green magazine at the time.
Yeah.
I just moved back from LA, where I was interviewing celebrities and working on Oscar parties to green them, so basically make them carbon neutral and eco-friendly. So I was invited to come onto Afternoon Express, and they interviewed me, and the next week they gave me a challenge. They said, would you like to make a fertilizer on the show? And I was like, why not? Bring it on. And 2 years later, we did the little Eco Diva segment for 2 years, and the 85 recipes. The viewers kept on tweeting and saying, you know, I'd love to buy that product, even though I was just showing you how to make your own.
Yeah.
So took my best recipes to some amazing biochemists, and it ticks all the boxes with vegan, natural, 100% organic, unisex, and basically for all human skin.
Wow, and you certainly do live your brand, and it's very inspired. So I don't know if you know this, but so your father changed my life. He was my naturopath and what's it with the needles? Acupuncturist, and just the most incredible man I've ever met. He was amazing, and he was also your mentor, and obviously the best person to mentor you on this. What a great person, and he obviously inspired you to do this.
He did. Well, we were raised completely organically, although it wasn't a trend at that stage. I think everyone thought we were a bit odd, but we were already recycling and eating organic and didn't realize it, but we had a very, very healthy upbringing. So he inspired me. He used to work with his machines in his practice as well, and I was always sitting on his lap and working with the machines and getting very excited about that. So for me, it's a huge passion and a way of life.
It's so important for people nowadays to go more natural, but sometimes it can be quite expensive. How can people start now in their daily lives just going natural?
Well, I think the best thing is to look for products that have multi-use benefits. So gone are the days where we are consuming so many things that we've got, you know, 6 different eye creams and 5 different neck creams, and you need one cream for everything. You need to find products that match the skin's molecular structure, because the skin's a very intelligent organ, and it heals itself if it has the right nutrition. It's very similar to the gut. So if you're eating the right foods and taking the right nutrition, it's the same thing with the skin. So that's how you can keep it glowingly healthy and pH balanced.
Yeah, well, I'm wearing your Diva Body Glow.
Diva Glow Shimmer.
I've got to tell you, it is amazing. My skin feels incredible. Thank you so much for sharing this on the show.
Absolute
I'm going to be using
pleasure.
all of your products. They are amazing. And of course, you stand a chance to win a carefully crafted Eco Diva Afternoon Express gift hamper to the value of 1,100 Rand. So the hamper contains a face wash, hydrating face cream, plus a Diva-licious exfoliant skin polish. And on top of that, the Eco Diva also included some of the yummy sample sachets for you to take full advantage of. And of course, you can experience more of the Eco Diva range. So all you need to do to win is simply SMS the keyword to 33650 to win. Now, speaking of natural, after the break, we prepare a delicious banana choc chip mug cake from scratch with cookbook author and cook Pumla Brokutame.
Clover Krush, 100% pure fruit juice packed with vitamins and no added sugar. Krush, your daily dose of goodness. Now also available in long life. Made with love by Clover.
recipe. SMS the keyword Clover to 33650 to get this recipe sent directly to your device. SMSs are R1.50 each and free SMSs do not apply. How are you, my darling?
Well, it's great to be back.
I love having you in this kitchen, and especially when you're making me cake.
Oh, yeah, let there be cake, Julie.
Exactly. Okay, how do we make this? I love a mug cake because it's so quick and easy to make. So how do we start with this?
It's that simple. In a bowl, you have cake flour there.
Yeah.
You put some baking powder.
Yeah.
You put some butter, melted.
Yeah.
Some vanilla essence.
Love.
Vanilla extract, depends on what
Perfect.
you choose.
What is that?
This is some banana mashed.
Oh, perfect.
So you can put about half
Yum.
banana, and then you mix.
Yeah.
And you're trying to incorporate all the ingredients together.
This
and
is
then
so cute,
lastly,
little mini cakes. Okay, let's put all of those
now you've
chocolate
got,
chips there.
yes, more chocolate, the better.
More the better.
So you put the choc chips, you put some milk in it, Clover milk. That's what I prefer. And some classic plain goodness from Clover.
Yeah, of course. This is amazing that it's this easy to make a cake. Like, should it be this easy? Because they're not eating cake every day.
Okay,
Wow.
so now you can see it's all well
Want me to mix it
incorporated.
for you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
You drop that into your old mug. So
Yeah.
all you can use is non-stick cooking spray.
So you spray the cooking spray in that and then chuck this in?
Chuck everything in. Take that, put it in the microwave for about 1 minute to 1.5. It really depends on the strength of your microwave.
No ways. A minute?
Yeah. But if you decide to use maybe a much bigger cup, then you can add maybe another 15 seconds or so.
Okay. How do you know when it's ready? Does it start lifting above the...
It will.
Anything in there, literally?
Like literal nuts if you want.
Really?
Make it your own. Take this ingredient and own it.
Do you have to have the banana in there? Was that just the flavor?
Yes,
Is the banana a binder?
Yes, for this particular recipe, because we don't use it, you're not using eggs. So normally we use eggs to bind.
Okay.
So you need also to bring in some moisture.
Yeah.
But the classic plain also does the same from Clover. It also gives you, that goodness, that creaminess that the banana does.
Because the classic plain, that's my favorite because I like that taste. I don't know if I love a banana. So will it be very banana-y?
Well, it depends on you, because here we've only used half a banana. So you can add a little bit more if you want that banana cake.
Got it. Okay, I'm going to try it out.
So to serve it,
amazing.
we have ice cream.
Yeah.
But you can eat it as is if you want.
This is the best invention ever. Okay, well, I'm getting stuck into this. The classics never go out of style. Remember to SMS the keyword Clover to 33650 to get this recipe sent directly to your device. SMSs cost R1.50 each. Free SMSs do not apply. And here's a quick recap in case you missed any of the steps.
Made with love by Clover.
Trust me, that mug cake is everything. Now, renowned as one of the best polo events in the world, the 2019 Veuve Clicquot Masters Polo is a highlight on the Western Cape calendar. The sport that has shown a sharp rise in popularity and skill in Africa over the past few years. It is expected that more than 3,000 prestigious guests, many from neighbouring countries and provinces, will pay homage to the high-speed, high-skill game of polo while sipping Veuve Clicquot and celebrating summer. And I've got to tell you, it's my favourite event. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Nina.
So why is this event so, I mean, it's just grown over the years. Can you give us like a brief history on the event and why it's grown to be so fabulous?
I mean, we started 9 years ago on this very clear roadmap, and we wanted to create a global event.
Yes.
Obviously, we've been very successful at that. But when we look back on it, it started off as attracting the best of Cape Town.
Yeah.
Then we went on to say, let's attract the best of South Africa, then Africa, and now the world. So we really are attracting guests from Europe and the USA now, which for us is phenomenal.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, it really, walking into the event, you can't help but look, oh, there's that person, oh, there's that person. And you've actually got some hot international guests coming this year. Who are they?
I'll give one name. We've got Terrence J coming from the US, which for us is, it's really nice to pull someone out of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Someone who has really been mixing and rubbing shoulders with the elite of Hollywood within the last fortnight.
Yeah.
So for us, that just shows the gravitas of people that we're starting to pull. Outside of that, the Clicquot motto is let life surprise you, and I'm going to let life surprise you and not give you further details and names.
Well, look, the event is happening at Veuve. The last time I was at Veuve, I met Prince Harry and Nacho Figueras, the super hot polo player. So why Veuve this year, other than for obvious reasons?
The property itself is just magnificent. I mean, there's polo events around the world on incredibly beautiful properties, but I have to admit, nothing comes close to Veuve. That setting within the Franschhoek Mountains, the timing of the late sunset, I have to admit, it's just the most Instagrammable estate, and that's the reason why it picks up global awards. So for us to host an event on that property is just such a pleasure.
Yeah, that is probably one of the best adjectives I've ever heard. It is just so Instagrammable. So what is the theme for this year?
A very interesting theme. So we've gone with the dress code of polo chic. However, the actual overarching sort of theme is colorama. And that's derived from Madame Clicquot. 200 years ago, she invented blended rosé wine. So for us, the colorama theme is bringing those beautiful Pantones of rosé all the way through to our very outstanding Clicquot yellow, which I'm sure you're very familiar with.
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely love the event. Now, for people who do want to come, are there different tiers or different packages that they can buy? How is it constructed?
3 different sets of packages. I must admit the top 2 are already sold out, which is fantastic, but there is still the garden tier tickets available.
Okay.
And I must warn guests as well, we just received news late last night that the N1 will be closed. So please, to those guests, arrange ulterior.
Why will the N1 be closed?
There is construction going on the N1.
You know what? There was construction on the way to the polo last year as well. There was just one lane open, but I mean, it was just totally fine.
Good events always have to have a small hurdle, so that's our small hurdle we'll overcome.
No, but it's fine, because they are back routes. What do you take, the R100 or what?
I think many people will take that, so I'll recommend probably going through to Stellenbosch.
Okay, perfect.
And that's going to be the easiest.
All right, excellent. I can't wait. And comfortable shoes so that you can go and put all of the, what are they called? When you've got to put
the divot stomping is very key for our fashion perspective and the walk onto the field, the key moment.
I always say wear comfortable shoes, but I mean, I can't even think straight in flats. I don't wear comfortable shoes at the event. Thank you so much.
What a pleasure, and we look forward to hosting you on Saturday.
Cheers. So from polo to art, this year's Cape Town Art Fair saw Troy Makaza winning the Tomorrow's Today Prize, which is awarded to the most exciting artist presentation within the section. So the prize includes a solo exhibition at the renowned Letshego Museum, and Troy's art combines various materials and textures that really build very powerful metaphors for social and intimate spaces. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you, Jenny.
What an honor to have you here, and congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
How did it work? What kind of work did you have to submit, and then what was the judging process?
All right, so originally I work with a gallery in Zimbabwe, and they approached me and told me that I had to do a solo project at the fair, and yeah, I was open for it. So I started working, blah, 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 and I gave the presentation.
Yeah.
But then at the fair now, so the judges came around and asked a few questions, and yeah, I think I won over their hearts.
I mean, how did you feel when they told you that you had won?
I was so overwhelmed and so excited, yeah.
The Letshego, I mean, what an incredible gallery. So, I mean, what does it mean to you? What does that recognition mean to you for you to be able to exhibit there for a year?
it has garnered up more support, like in my work, and more followers. I've got more collectors, which are sort of now following me up, and it's a good thing.
Well, you absolutely deserve it, and your work is so beautiful. I mean, it's just so interesting to look at. So what do you use exactly? I mean, is that all paint, or what is your medium, and what is the message, I suppose, that you want to express through your art?
All right, so my medium is called silicone infused with paint. So the idea is to sort of have a craving for more paint, creating all those textures, colors, and even some other metaphors in there.
Tell me about some of the metaphors, because I think the colors that you use are also really intriguing.
Yes. Sometimes I've got like a craving for food, you know, ice cream or yogurt, and I feel these are some of the objects which are relatable to me, so that's why I use them in my work.
I always laugh whenever I interview artists, because I think my mom's an artist, and she's got this joke that like art critics all sit and discuss their opinions on art, where when artists get together they just discuss where they can get cheap turpentine.
Cheap materials.
Exactly.
That's so true.
You've heard that.
Yeah, that's so true.
So, I mean, what's next for you? You're going to be basing out of Zimbabwe still, or are you here? And I mean, how is the structure? What is the life like of an artist?
Okay, so I'm going to be in Cape Town for the next few weeks, about 3 or so. Then I go back to Zimbabwe, work on a couple of more projects. But then, like, the life of an artist, it's quite interesting, really, because there are some few challenges which you face along the way. I mean, you know, you've got, you're trying to portray this message to like 1 million people who do not even understand what you're trying to say, or like what, or what you're up to. So yeah, it's quite interesting and
well, I really hope that message does come across. Your work is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your award. And of course, everybody has to go and see it at the Zeitsmacher. It's going to be there for the next year.
Yes.
Is it already in?
Not yet. It's not yet in.
So when are you putting it in?
We're still discussing about that.
Okay, amazing. So we're going to keep you up to date with when you can catch this amazing exhibition. After the break, we make a mouth-watering 5-ingredient chicken and fried rice dish. Plus, we do some fun yoga with personal trainer Jacques De Beer Strydom. We also chat to the CEO of Sabric in the Loft to give us tips on how to carry cash safely.
Clover Krush, 100% pure fruit juice packed with vitamins and no added sugar. Krush, your daily dose of goodness. Now also available in long life.
Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. I trust that you're having a wonderful afternoon with us. Now it's almost dinner time. So one of the most difficult things to manage during load shedding is preparing dinner. Well, Woolies have a wide selection of already prepared sides, and with their legendary rotisserie chicken, you know it's going to be an amazing spread. But if you've got a few minutes to spare before the lights go out, then why not try this 5-ingredient chicken fried rice? Oh my goodness. Honestly, this is one of my favorite things to eat. So how can we make this easy before?
5 ingredients, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5
Perfect.
ingredients. So in a wok, you add oil.
Yeah.
You can use a wok or you can use a pan. It really depends on you.
Okay.
And then once it starts heating, as you can see, that slight smoke, then you put the veggies. So Woolies has done things easy for you. So we've got this julienne mixed veggies. So you can add a bit of that. Yeah. We're not going to use everything. Don't be scared.
Trust me, there's nothing about food that scares me.
Maybe we can reduce our heat a little. So you want your veggies to caramelize, but still with a bit of crunch.
Yes, love that.
So once they are caramelized, then you can start adding the frozen rice.
Okay. Let's have a look at that package.
Yeah,
just so that I know what to buy for dinner.
So you can buy the savory. There's different flavors, really.
Beautiful. Oh, I love fried rice.
So for this batch, I'm only going to add a little, just enough for 2 of us.
Yes, beautiful. It's our dinner.
Then followed by the legendary rotisserie chicken.
That's my best. Easy peasy. Okay. I'm actually going to make this for dinner tonight.
Yes, why not?
No, so good.
Mix everything.
And it's healthy.
Yeah. So you want to mix as you cook it. Yeah. Keep mixing. When everything is well incorporated, now it's time for the sauce. So Woolies has made...
What do you want with these?
This is going to be our garnish, the final flourish. So now we're going to put the wok sauce.
Yeah.
So this is to give flavor to everything. Yeah. I think we can add 1 for starters.
Are they both the same? Oh, yeah, Thai coconut.
Yeah, it's the same, but it depends on your taste buds.
You see, I'm very saucy. I like to add an extra sauce. And
Can you see already? And that's basically it. So from this, you can just ladle it in 2 bowls, and then your final flourish, that's spring onion.
Oh, well, that's so simple. Thank you so much for making me dinner. You can see why the key word for this is easy. So this is a dish that you really do need to try. Easy to prepare and delicious, and it's definitely a winner. So to get this recipe, all you need to do is SMS EASY to 33650, and we'll send you the ingredients list as well as the link to the recipe. Let's get eating.
And that's it, really.
According to Crime Stats SA, 95% of armed robberies are for cash. When it comes to cash, one thing is evident, that no matter who you are, carrying around large wads of money exponentially increases your risk of becoming a cash robbery victim. The recent surge of cash and transit heists should be warning enough. And CEO of Sabric, Kalyani Pillay, is here to share some tips on how to carry cash safely and why it might be best to rather consider the alternatives. Welcome back, Kalyani.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Why is it dangerous for us to carry large amounts of cash on us?
Well, certainly because you are a potential victim to crime. And, you know, criminals are looking for cash all the time. And so, of course, the easy places that they know people most likely to have cash is when they're coming out of a bank branch or when they're leaving an ATM. And that's why banks constantly urge their customers to try and let them understand why it's so important to rather use your card to do payments, do online transactions, as opposed to carrying large amounts of money and putting yourself at risk. Yes. What we've also seen in recent times and over last year as well was what we call the money bomb. And with the money bomb, what we were finding is that when customers come out of a bank branch, the criminal, usually part of a syndicate, and they have some members inside the bank branch watching to see who's drawing money, and then the accomplices outside, they would make a phone call, so they alert them to the fact that that person has cash. So what they do is they already have this roll of money, which appears to be money. So it's a roll, and on the outside of it has an authentic South African note on it. And so as you walk past, now they know who their potential victim is, they walk alongside them, or they may just leave this roll of money on the floor. You'll see this roll, and as you go to pick it up, they go to pick it up with you, as if they saw it. And then they say to you, all right, okay, so both of us saw it, so let's just go and we'll share the money. The bank customer who's now drawn money out, has got it in their bag or pocket or somewhere, goes with them to the side or somewhere a little bit quieter to share this alleged roll of money, And in the meantime, what they do is then they just rob them of the cash that they've got.
Yeah, because now they're isolated.
Absolutely, and it's just one of the ways they do it. Other instances we've had far more serious, of where people have actually been injured, where they've been followed from the bank to either their home or their place of business, and then the robbery takes place there. So banks are constantly urging their customers to use so many different ways that you can do your banking. Absolutely. And if, of course, you are a small business and you can't afford a cash management company, then we're saying to people, change the days of the week that you do your banking, change the times of the day. Don't tell people unnecessarily. Yeah.
And what are some of the precautionary measures people can take when approaching ATMs to make sure that they're safe?
Well, for one, if you're going to use an ATM, try and use one in an area where it's not sort of isolated. Don't go to one that's in a quiet place that's not well lit. So, you know, be on the lookout for that. When you go into an ATM and if you find that there's somebody looking a little bit suspicious, loitering around the ATM, rather just go away and go to another ATM. Also, don't allow anybody to come up to the ATM to help you. So we say to people, be wide awake when you go into the ATM. Don't just go there because you're in a hurry. I mean, all of us as human beings, we go there, we want to get our money, we want to get out. And criminals know that. They know how we behave. So they use that opportunity to, if they're around and they know you're not looking out for them or you're not alert to the situation, they take you by surprise or they would follow you. We have video footage of where people have been followed through an entire mall, out in the street, into the taxi rank, and you get robbed there. So the criminal will do whatever they can to make sure they get their hands
on your money.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, stock files are a huge part of money culture in South Africa.
Yes.
What advice do you have for somebody operating around this form of saving?
Sure. With the savings clubs, whether it's informal or not, really important because, again, a number of them have become victims. We're saying to the savings club, don't collect cash and then go and deposit it at the bank. There are high-risk days which criminals know, and one of the highest-risk days for collection, for putting stockpile money at risk is the Monday following month end. And then on the Monday, the person who's responsible for collecting the money will go to the bank to go and deposit it. So we're saying, why do you want to put yourself at risk? You know, go to the bank, arrange for everybody to do a debit order so that the money goes straight into their account. When you're paying out people at the end of the year, don't pay them in cash. Have the money transferred to their bank accounts, EFT to everybody. You can even, some people may not want to do a debit order. They may want to just do an EFT. Do it on your mobile phone. Do it on your computer. If you don't have any of those, go to an ATM. You can pay somebody using an ATM. And if you're not sure how to do it, go into the bank branch, ask the bank to have somebody show you how to do this. Again, all of this done without touching cash. And keeping you safe, really. You know, so I think it's very important that people should go into their bank branches if they're not sure, ask what are the ways in which they can do it, and the bank will be more than happy to give their customers that advice.
Thank you so much again for all the advice.
It's a pleasure.
So join us tomorrow when Sabric CEO Kalyani Pillay explains how to #WiseUp and #WatchOut so that we don't become another statistic.
We are brave, innovative, everywhere. We are Sabric.
Now, last week we introduced you to capoeira, a Brazilian form of fitness and martial arts. So we then asked you what you'd like to see next, and it seems that the general response was yoga. So Samukale Silwe, Dlala, and Demi Malaiki both agree, saying that we should try it because I seem to be flexible. I am quite flexible. So today we're going to put that theory to the test by taking on a yoga challenge. And to help me with this challenge is fitness guru Jacques De Beer Strydom. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jeannie.
So what exactly is this yoga challenge?
Okay, so what is trending at the moment on social media is that it's couples that are invited to give a few the poses, and it's quite entertaining, actually.
Doing it together?
Doing it together, and it's mostly just for the entertainment. It's something special.
But I mean, yoga as a whole has so many benefits.
Exactly. So the benefits, like your norms, like increasing toning, stress relief, you know, but my personal favorite is it actually helps and assists with your chances of injury.
Really?
So, you know, you're strengthening your body, and if you find yourself in a situation where you might get injured, like you take a fall or whatever the case may be, you know, yoga, the strength that it provides is actually, it can actually reduce your chance of getting seriously injured.
Okay, show me some poses.
Cool, so stand on the mat, Jeannie, side to side. So what will happen as a couple, you'll just get your...
This is cheeky. All of a sudden I'm in a relationship.
Get your arm above your head like that, and then we're just gonna connect our hands like that. Right, so are you ready? Get your core ready, Jeannie.
Yeah,
so slip
core's ready.
Slip that foot up like that. You see? Oh, we've got to get ourselves in sync. Come on. How are those heels?
Oh, we are so in sync.
Right, hold it 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done.
I hope you're doing
Pause.
this yoga with us at home. It's quite fun. And like it, yeah, to get your body moving. Okay,
Right.
what's the next one?
Right, so back. Let's go back to back, right over here. Right, so what you want to do is that you just want to roll down, and we just want to keep your knees straightened. We're going to hold our forearms like so, and just let your back loose like that, and hold it there. 3, 2, 1, and ding, ding, ding. Passed. Well done. In heels.
Okay, there's another one that I saw on Instagram. Okay, you've got to lie down. And
Okay.
apparently, no, man, you've got to lie down.
Okay.
With your back on the mat.
Okay.
Okay. And then you've got to give me your legs. No, lie down flat.
Okay. Wow. Let's do it. Come. Push.
Okay, we can't. We're going to practice that one so that it can be Instagram ready, okay?
Exactly.
But you are amazing. That was a lot of fun. It's so much fun. I want to be your Instagram yoga girlfriend. So super fun, but it doesn't stop here. We want you at home to try these poses and send us pictures of you attempting them, or even do more outrageous ones that you find on Instagram as well. So who knows, it might be featured in next week's fitness segment. And while you're on our social media pages, why not let me know what you'd like to see me do next? That's a dangerous question, actually. It's now time to express some fashion flair after the break as fashion designers Mareth and Colleen showcase their latest collection. You're amazing.
Thank you so much.
welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, Mareth Colleen is the brainchild of Mareth van der Walt and Colleen Lesh, a forceful fashion duo whose work places a strong emphasis on intricate beadwork. Using locally sourced talent and materials, the passionate pair provides a diverse range of quality garments that combines clean lines and strong silhouettes with unexpected design elements and whimsical finishes. Have a look at some of their work. Absolutely amazing. Welcome to the show, ladies, and congratulations. I love how nowadays, as fashion is moving forward, so are the mediums of explaining and sharing fashion. So I think in the old days, we'd have like a catalogue to look at, and nowadays these fashion films, they're really gorgeous. That one's really good.
Yeah. Thank you.
So how did the two of you meet and then ultimately collaborate?
Well, we actually studied together in Stellenbosch, and Colleen went to go study overseas in London. She also did an internship at Alexander McQueen. So when she got back, I wanted to hear all about it, and I also wanted her to help me with patterns, because I'm not good with those. And we started talking about local design and creating your own brand, and we ended up deciding to do something together and see how it goes. And now we've got this brand, and we've got one seamstress in Tombi, and she creates everything, and she's amazing.
Amazing.
So doing something locally is fun, yeah.
I heard it all started with a wedding dress. What was that story?
So
that was just an opportunity that someone gave us, yeah.
It was for a photo shoot, and
so we worked together, yeah.
Yeah.
And you made the wedding dress.
Yeah.
So what was special about it or unique about it?
It had a lot of hand-beaded work. A lot of hours went into it. Ironically, it never got photographed. But it was
a start of something.
Yeah, it was a stepping stone into what we started.
Okay. Studying in London must have been incredible, as well as working with Alexander McQueen. I mean, how's that influenced your life, and of course your work?
Life, not that much. Obviously, we met and she wanted to ask questions about it. But pattern making and the finer details, to learn about that, and time and the appreciation for garments, definitely, yeah. And then obviously taking that and add it to our brand, it's the finer details, so it worked.
Yeah, what an unbelievable experience. Alexander McQueen is incredible. So what does your brand stand for? Like, what, obviously the combination of the two of you, which have got different styles and your own unique edges, what does bringing them together create?
I think, well, we find inspiration from each other and from our friends, people in our lives. So we try not to follow trends that much. We try to create items that people need in our lives, and we feed off what they ask us to do or what we want to do.
Yeah. And here and they add a trend element, but it doesn't come through strong. So,
no, sure. Yeah. So the 2019 woman, what should be the key essentials in a wardrobe? And I mean, I don't even believe that a wardrobe ever needs essentials. I believe that you can wear something fabulous every single day. So what would you say are the key items that the 2019 woman needs to have in her wardrobe?
I think always a black dress.
Yeah, me too.
I'm wearing one today.
I think so too.
Yeah, and activewear.
Yes, a wrap dress. We do a lot of wrap dresses, and it's just so easy because you can wear it to weddings, you can wear it to work, you can wear it to the beach. It's very versatile.
It suits everyone.
It suits everyone.
Yeah.
And I would, basic colours. And natural fabrics are very popular nowadays, so...
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. What would you say is your signature? Like, you know, you can look at a McQueen dress and you'll know it's a McQueen. So when people look at your items, would they know that it's yours?
The draping elements in it.
Yes.
Some tops have drapes.
And and the lines are very clean, but they're very strong. So I do find that a lot of our clients say when they wear one of our items, people will recognize it without asking, which is very cool.
Yeah, and a shoulder pad here there to make it more stronger.
Amazing. So the Veuve Clicquot Polo is coming up this Saturday, and obviously the theme is basically the celebration of colour. What's your take on colour?
We actually only...
as long as it's black.
We actually started with, it was black, white, grey, navy, maybe some green. That was the colour palette. And pink.
Yeah.
And,
really? So you started off like just
almost
black?
all black.
Oh, I love that.
And then we started embracing prints like this, and they do really well. I think it's just fun to play around with it, and it's optimistic.
Yeah, well, I'm dying to have a look at some of your collection that you brought for us today. Will you talk us through some of your pieces? Oh, this colour is my favourite.
Yeah,
that's my favourite colour.
That's the Philly dress, our wrap dress, popular one. Mareth wears one today.
Yeah.
It comes in different colours and different prints. Yeah, so floor length, almost floor length for her.
Floor length and floorless. That is beautiful. The colour is great.
Yeah, it is great.
You know what I love about it? Because you're wearing it now in a floral, that's at daytime, and then you can wear fully evening, and it's the same dress.
Flats makes
so
it more
versatile. Gorgeous. Wow. It's also so fun and flirty and quite feminine as well.
Everyone can wear it.
Everyone can wear it. Yeah, it's true. And I suppose that's important as a designer, to create things that, you can just be able to look at it and know that it's going to work on you.
Yeah.
Like it mustn't be difficult to dress and to style.
It needs to be sellable. Yeah.
All right, let's have a look at your next piece.
This is our stash dress. It only comes in black. It's long, the hem is long at the sides, and at the front it's short. Yeah, it's a perfect black dress. Yeah.
That is gorgeous. That is so flattering. From the front and from the back, it almost looks like she's wearing pants.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I love it.
Yeah.
Wow, and she's so beautiful. She can literally wear anything. But that dress is made for her.
It's perfect.
This dress is very strong, but it also has a fun element, I think.
Yeah. What about fabrics? Because, I mean, that fabric just looks so soft and so elegant. What fabrics do you use?
That's a satin, and the bodice is a scuba net.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We do spend a lot of time sourcing fabrics, and getting the right fabric for the right style can be a challenge.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do put a lot of emphasis on that.
And everything sourced locally?
Everything sourced.
Why is that so important?
Because you're supporting the local economy, and I just find that doing everything is going, like all the production is getting local, like food and design, like furniture. I think it's good for the economy, and it's good for
you feel
your
good
social.
when you buy
Yes,
yeah, I certainly do. That dress is gorgeous, such a flattering peplum.
That's the look.
Yeah. Oh.
So this is the blink dress. Yeah, the sequence speaks for itself. You don't really need to add much to it. It's just fun, and everyone should have a shiny dress.
Exactly.
Her hair is perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, her hair is incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. What a fantastic collection. And where are all your dresses available?
We supply Convoy in Brett Street, as well as in Joburg and Melville. Convoy is also there. We have our own shop at Stellenbosch. We are also at the Bello Studio in the Old Biscuit Mall, and of course we are online and on Zando.
Beautiful.
Is that all of them?
Thank you so much. Yeah, what a great, great, great collection. That green is definitely my favorite colour, and I think we're going to see a lot more of that this season.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's just so wearable, so luxurious. It's everything.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies. Beautiful, beautiful job. So join us after the break as we continue the chat with our wonderful guests. See you after this. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Wow, it's been such an amazing show. And I can't believe it's already Thursday, which means, sure, this weekend is going to be so busy. Design and Daba is starting in Cape Town. Then, of course, the Veuve Clicquot Polo happening this Saturday. And if you don't already have an outfit, I've got 2 designers that will definitely hook you up. Thank you so much, ladies, for being on the show today and for showing some of your absolutely gorgeous dresses. They are stunning. You've inspired me to go shopping. And, of course, today was fun because we got to learn about an amazing eco beauty range. And you stand a chance to win a carefully crafted Eco Diva Afternoon Express gift hamper to the value of 1,100 Rand. So the hamper contains a face wash, hydrating face cream, plus a Diva-licious exfoliant skin polish. And on top of that, the Eco Diva also included some of their yummy sample sachets for you to take full advantage of, experiencing more of the Eco Diva range. Simply SMS the keyword 33650 to win. And speaking of natural, I mean, what a great prize to win. So best you enter that. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be back again tomorrow, same time, same place. Have a glorious evening further. Good night and God bless.
Afternoon Express, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.